We have, in the fall, swine flu virus, you have staph infections, early release from prisons, high unemployment in our community, in the African American community, in the Latino community. That's a prescription for disaster. So we're not going to go away. We can change government, but it's not going to do anything to increase the level of leadership and commitment. I love, Dr. Ross, as you were describing how you see Karen Bass and Mr. Steinberg. They're fine, incredible people. But it seems that these fine, incredible people weren't ready to meet the challenges that they face. We can't run away from that. You can't change government to create leadership. My question, how do we change, modify the system so it entices people like you, Dr. Ross? And no, this is a serious question. Remember learning how to type. It's time for all good men to come to the aid of their party, right? How do we change it so people like you and you, Senator Polanco, get back into the mix of it to start fighting for the community that has been voiceless? That's it.
So, let me just say what we are doing, again, from the standpoint of a philanthropy whose mission is to serve the needs of underserved population communities. And this has been, we've never made a big announcement about this. We just started doing it. And actually, this situation tells us that we need to do more of it. So you have two issues here. One is that at the level of communities, these issues of homelessness, of poverty, of gangs, of children without health care insurance, in the mind of too many of the public, they think these issues are unsolvable and that their tax money is wasted. We fund a lot of projects where the evidence and the data and the evaluation shows that these problems can be fixed. Okay? That these problems actually are solved. So one issue is how do we get more effective at lifting up ideas that come from community leaders? What Father Greg is doing down the street with the homeboys at Homeboy Industries. Why is it that he's been doing that for 12 years, but the juvenile justice system still runs the way it does? Right? And there are 100 examples. The second issue is the one that I brought up earlier, which is sort of the issue of power, because that's part of our power dynamic as well. What we've been quietly doing more of and less of, because there's a trade-off. We've been funding less charity and more change. That's a very difficult decision. The decision we have in front of us right now, we have a request from members of the legislature, not this man, for the California Endowment to write a check to backfill the cuts for the Children's Health Insurance Program. We haven't